Welcome to Tourism Talk. I'm your host, Mary Hammond, Director of the Paducah Convention and Visitors Bureau. My guest today is Brian Laczko with the Carson Center. Don't laugh, I said it right.
You got it.
I got it.
Thank you.
Glad you're with us today.
Pleased to be here.
Yes.
We have much to talk about.
We do, and I'm just, when I looked ahead and looked at the schedule that you have planned and the many different series and programs, how in the world, there's so much activity every day at the Carson Center. I'm surprised at the buses and the cars and the people looking at the river.
Right, right.
So,
as we're taping this, we have the Methodists in our building for 3 days. The economic impact of this activity, which is not ticketed, so we don't discuss it in events like this normally, but that's supposed to be between $1.4 and $1.5 million in economic impact for this community. And that's just one event at the Carson Center.
That's just one event.
Right.
And it is continuous here in our community. We don't
Absolutely.
Sometimes realize that all interaction between bringing your church convention or having your family reunion to having a car show, all of the different events, a baseball tournament, and they all come together to make life better here and bring those fresh dollars, and we sure do like those new dollars for our economy.
Absolutely. Very important to this community.
Well, please share with us what's going on at the Carson Center with your new schedule.
Delighted. We'll start with the Broadway series. That's the series people seem to know the most. We'll begin with My Fair Lady. There'll be 2 performances of My Fair Lady. That will be November 2nd and 3rd. Of course, classic, based on the George Bernard Shaw Pygmalion. And the Broadway show opened in 1956. And of course, there was the film with Audrey Hepburn. And this production is based on the 2008 Tony Award winning production that was at Lincoln Center, and it was a delightful production. Sure to please. Right, absolutely. Next up in January 31st, one night only, Monty Python SPAMALOT.
Oh, well, I can't wait for that. It'll be great fun.
Yeah, SPAMALOT is based on the film by Monty Python group, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, where the King Arthur and his merry men of the Round Table search for the Holy Grail.
Oh, and, you know all the lines.
Yes, I do. It takes me back to my younger days, but. SPAMALOT's a delightful show. It's not the usual. It's not My Fair Lady or other shows in our season that are classic in their Broadway musical theater nature. SPAMALOT is outside that mold, but it's a delightful, fun show.
I think that we'll attract a lot of different folks to the Carson Center, and
Absolutely.
We'll all have fun.
Right.
If you see me kind of chuckling, I'm just remembering in college seeing Monty Python and the Holy Grail 3 times in one day.
There you go.
So,
so you can recite
all the lines just about.
Indeed. And after that, on February 25th and 26th, that's Saturday and Sunday, 26th will be 7:30 p.m. Sunday will be a 3 p.m. performance of Blast. Blast is another unique presentation. There's not one spoken word for the performance. It was devised from the typical marching band routines that were done across our nation in high schools and colleges. And they turned it into a Broadway event. It won a 2001 Tony Award for Best Theatrical Event.
Is there these are like those competitions with, they don't have the drum majors and that kind of...
They don't have a drum major.
But they have the brass.
They definitely have brass, and they have
But they
percussion.
move. I mean, it's not just
absolutely.
there. It's really
right.
Not just out there playing or marching. They've got all the moves.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's everything from R&B to jazz to rock and roll. and the musicianship is delightful. The percussion section is out of their minds, and their talent is amazing, and they do things you go, what?
We've not seen anything like this.
No, no. People want to relate it to Stomp, but
Right.
the style is very different from Stomp in that the musicianship is traditional musicianship. They just take the experience beyond a marching band.
Oh, I think that'll be really a good time.
Right. And then in March of 2012, again, one performance only, we'll have South Pacific. And that's, of course, delightful story based on the James Michener novel. And Rodgers and Hammerstein wrote the book, lyrics and music, and it's a terrific show.
It's Americana. It really is. I mean,
Absolutely.
everybody, you know the songs, you know the characters.
Yeah.
And to see them on stage, and there have been many people who were in the high school production of it, and you want to see
Right.
what it's like on the big stage. As
Right, yeah.
we've seen in the past years where there have been productions that have been done locally, and then to see the professionals come and do it, yeah,
Right.
it'd be great.
Yeah. You're going to sing a few verses of Gonna Wash That Man Without a Man?
Don't get me started.
That will be one performance only. And then we have another unique show coming up on April 22nd. That will be Straight No Chaser. This is an a cappella group, 10 voices. That's it. And they too will sing jazz, R&B. I think there's even some gospel in there, and rock and roll.
Well, we love a cappella. Is this
Yes.
so? Is this a professional group then?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not like a college group.
They actually began about 12 years ago when they were at Indiana University in their undergraduate school experience, and have continued since that time. And they have millions of followers on YouTube and Facebook, and selling out concerts across the country.
Well, you know, with Prime Rib and the different
Concordia,
Concordia,
right.
that we love those groups here, and the college has had some Purple Haze from Northwestern come in.
Right.
So, oh, I know this will be very popular.
Right.
It'll be good.
Indeed. So we're looking forward to that. The season balances uniquely because we have these one-of-a-kind events. We have the classics, South Pacific and My Fair Lady, and another fun, skewing more towards the younger set. Young Frankenstein will be here on April 28th.
Just the next week. That'll be
Right.
great.
Yeah, and that'll
Mel
again
Brooks.
be one night only. Mel Brooks,
Just making me laugh thinking about it.
he is out of his ever-loving mind, and it was a delightful film, and I chuckled at it all 3 or 4 times I've seen it. I don't think I saw it 3 times in one day, but
You had to be in college, you know.
yeah, right.
So this will be much fun as well.
Absolutely. My favorite song in that whole show is Frankenstein, or I'm sorry, oh goodness. Putting on the Ritz.
Oh, yes, most definitely. Oh, I hope you all got that. That's we'll be doing clips of this, highlights.
Yes. No, we're not. And then finally, a production we've had a few years back and sold out 3 performances. We're going to bring it back for one night only. And this is something that subscribers, if someone wanted to subscribe, they could take the whole series or take 4 of the shows. And if they chose to, they could add on Mamma Mia. That'll be here on June 11th. That's a Monday evening, and that'll be 1 performance only. Subscribers have first opportunity at tickets for that performance.
It is funny how all of these shows are, they're part of our lives. They really are. It just yesterday, one of my friends on Facebook was talking to him. The song in her head was one from Mamma Mia, and that's just how we are. We're those songs that get us fired up or psyched up or make us have good memories, and every one of these shows are that way.
Yes, absolutely.
That's good.
Everything from the classics, My Fair Lady, South Pacific, to Dr. Frankenstein, and
So we go straight from blue blazers, ties, and khakis to Frankenstein.
yes, right.
It'll be fun. Bookend on the other side by SPAMALOT. So yes,
Right.
there is something for everyone, but
Right.
but it is.
Straight No Chaser says that they do not wear blazers and
Oh, they
khakis.
don't? I thought
No,
they
yeah.
do. Okay.
If that's what you think of,
Yes.
think again, because they take their music very seriously, but they don't take themselves seriously. So it'll be a fun evening and great music, but they won't be leather sweaters or blue blazers.
Well, I kind of like that look too. But
Yeah.
the prices on here, there are people who would say, oh, that's that Broadway series down there at the Carson Center. I can't afford to do that.
Right.
You know as I do, there's not a bad seat in the house.
No, there's not.
And there are prices to fit every budget. And
We go out of our way on
I know you
the
do.
Broadway series and the Carson series. Yes, those seats are in the second balcony and in the rear of the second balcony. But as you just stated, the Carson Center is so intimate. There's not a bad seat. And if you can see a Broadway shows for $30, you're doing very, very well.
And of course, and then we also hear folks who would say, oh, but we just don't get what they're getting in the other cities.
Right.
But you know what? We are.
We are.
We are.
We so are.
If you don't believe that, get online and just Google. These
Right.
are the shows that are touring in the cities that we would be going to see them, in the St.
Absolutely.
Louis's, in the Nashville, the Louisville, Memphis, probably even Evansville.
Right, yeah. In the last few years, we've had several productions on our Broadway series that have appeared on the Carson Center stage before they've appeared in Nashville. And I take pride in that for the citizens of this region, but also just the fact that we're ahead of a larger market.
And of course, you came from Nashville.
I was in Nashville for 20 years.
20 years, and so
I know
it's
that
always sort of
market
like,
as well.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they played Paducah last
Right.
week.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
one of those things when you talk to former coworkers.
Right, yes. Well, and my son is selling tickets at TPAC, right, still to this day. His name is Brian John Jr., so people come back to Paducah and say, I was just in Nashville and Brian Laczko sold me a ticket.
And there you are on stage introducing the
Right,
the
yeah.
show.
Right, yeah.
Well, keep it in the family. Keep it in the family.
Yes.
But there are many other shows besides Broadway, even
Right.
though there's great diversity within that schedule. There still are a couple of other series.
Right.
Probably the next one to talk about would be the Carson series.
Carson series. Be delighted to talk about it.
Yes.
The first production that will be coming up shortly now, on July 15th, Little Big Town. Little Big Town is a hot country, youthful energy country act that is lighting up the world with their first and second album, and they're doing real well. Tickets are already on sale, so if people are interested, they need to get their tickets quickly. That
went
would
on
be
YouTube
July 15th, one
Right.
performance,
One performance.
7:30 p.m. That'll be a Friday night. So if you still want to go to the lake for the weekend, come and check out Little Big Town and then head out for the weekend.
Now this is, I did go on and Google and get on YouTube just because I wasn't familiar with Little Big Town, but a lot of, I know.
Be still
But,
my beating heart.
Good harmonies.
Oh, the incredible tight harmonies. This group, Little Big Town, was created in 1998. The same four artists started it and have been together throughout. So yeah, the harmonies are absolutely wonderful. The songs are delightful. Different performers take the lead on different numbers. Their current hit, Little White Church, just just moves me every time I hear it.
Oh, no tears, please.
No, no, no.
Well, I'll between now and then, I'll be more familiar.
Great, great. Then we move to September.
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men.
I know them.
Yeah. I've been surprised at the number of people who remember Boys to Men as fondly as you appear to.
Well, I didn't think it was that long ago.
Well,
yeah, 92.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was an old man in 90 or 92, but yeah, of course, they've been on the charts since 92. But I'll Make Love to You and On Bended Knee are the two of their classics that
Yes.
everybody knows, and people have played at weddings and everything else.
It even probably has made it to karaoke.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Trust me.
Okay, you've done that, huh? Okay, but well, that'll be awful lot of fun. What day of the week is that? September 15th? Do you know?
I'm blanking, Mary.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Let's see. I can't think either.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. It'll
Right.
be full. That's get your tickets early on that one.
Absolutely.
And this is once again a series where you can buy all of them, or can you buy a smaller amount than
correct.
every show?
Right. There are 6 shows because Little Big Town is atypically for us. It's going to be in the summer. There'll only be 5 on the series, but you can take 3, 4, or 5.
That's good.
And get your subscription seats, which will be the same seats for every performance, and you'll get your seats before single tickets go on sale. So many advantages and a 10% discount.
Yes.
So
you take care of those customers.
Multiple reasons to
That's good.
subscribe. Right. And then we go to the November time period. 2 performances, 1 day. I do have to admit it is a Sunday, but 2 performances by Larry the Cable Guy.
Well,
Do I need to say any more?
no, don't need to say anything. It's going to be great.
Yeah, people in this region have seen him, but generally at large arenas. In the 1,806-seat Carson
Right.
Center, you're within 100 feet of Larry if you're sitting in that last row in the second
So
balcony.
you're seeing those facial expressions. You're not at
Absolutely.
the state fair seeing
Right,
them.
yeah.
Right, from
you're-
half a mile away.
You're watching a video monitor.
Right.
And why am I... And to go tangentially here, Jeff Dunham. I've known Jeff Dunham for years. I used to see him at Zany's in Nashville, small comedy club. He's filling arenas of 15,000 seats. He's a ventriloquist.
Oh, no,
Help me with this.
Who knows who's talking on stage when you
Right, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, yeah. So, again, Larry the Cable Guy
Yes.
in the 1,800-seat Carson Center. 2 shows, Sunday, November 20th, 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock p.m. Take your choice.
Well, that'll be a good way. It'll be a cold day. Then hard to imagine right now, but it'll be cold then. It'll
Certainly
be a good,
cooler, anyway.
A good fall activity. But everybody likes Larry the Cable Guy, and it's good and healthy to have a nice laugh.
Yes, absolutely. We love that. Then we move into the 2012 programming, and we have Ernie Haas and Signature Sound. They were here last year. This year, they're going to be doing their tribute to the cathedrals. And that was a vocal group that was incredibly popular
Yes.
for years and years in the Southern gospel scene. And Ernie and Signature Sound will be here again for that on February 2nd at 7:30.
Are they out of Nashville? Do you know?
No. I think Ernie is based out of there, but the guys are spread around, certainly the Midwest region.
Well, they've got the credentials.
Yes, indeed.
They
yes,
have
indeed.
won so many awards, and that will be a good concert. And I know
great
it'll be a
harmonies.
sellout.
Well, we're hoping so. They
Oh, it
did
will.
extremely well last time, and the audience absolutely love them. They're uplifting and soulful, and it's a good experience for the heart and the soul.
I won't ask what day of the week February 2nd is.
Thank you. It's a Thursday.
Oh, it is? Okay, well,
Yes.
Thursday's good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. And then we go right into March.
Right.
America. Oh, yes.
You now
Yeah.
do see. I remember
40th
them
anniversary.
the first time. Yeah. I was a child, but I loved
Brian.
their music as a child. That's my story.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I was in high school. I was going to say junior high, but it's high school.
I was in college. Okay.
But everybody knows
Undergraduate
these
school.
songs. Everybody
Right.
knows these songs. You don't even know that you know these songs. That you hear them. You hear them on
Need
every
You,
every
Ventura
radio station.
Highway.
Yes, you hear them on.
Don't Cross the River. Tin Man.
You know all of them.
Lonely People. Sister Golden Hair.
Oh yes.
And of course, Horse with No Name.
Well, I know what I'll be humming the rest of the day. This will be truly good, and it will
It's
be
great.
a sellout. And it's
Yeah.
not a tribute group.
No, this is America.
That's great.
Yeah, no pun intended. It's the original group.
Well.
So we're looking forward to that. And
Oh, and it's even better. I must not have looked ahead.
what's happening, Mary, on April 13th
Yes.
at 7:30 p.m.?
Oh, Four Tops and the Temptations. Oh my goodness, this is a good schedule.
Well, I'm proud of it.
Oh, I know
I
you
think
are.
It's delightful.
Oh,
And,
And we
they-
go back another 10 years.
right. Yeah.
This will
when
be
I was
good.
in high school.
Oh,
You know, it took me long to get out of high school, apparently.
well, this'll-
The Four Tops and the Temptations were at the Carson Center in, I believe it was March of 2006. So it will have been 6 years since they were here. They sold out. There was not one seat available 6 years ago. So I would suggest getting a subscription.
Oh, yes.
Getting it now.
For all of
because-
these.
Oh, well, of course.
but I know there are 3 on here that you want. You know,
Yes.
they're fabulous. Once again, you know, all of these songs, they're part of the American culture. It's just who we are.
No
It's
doubt.
great. No doubt.
No doubt.
That's great.
Yes.
40 years they've been together. Now,
Yeah.
oh, I'm just looking at songs I'd forgotten about.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's Cloud
uh,
9.
Yeah.
Can't Get Next to
no.
You. Papa Was a Rolling Stone. It just keeps going. My Girl.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
get ready.
we
We'll be dancing in the aisles.
I believe there were some people doing that last time.
Only some.
Yeah, well, we need to allow the rest of the audience to watch the performers. But
So Brian, after everybody's fired up and wants to dance in the aisles, can we not do something in the lobby and have a dance?
we probably could. You could have an impromptu dance.
Well,
Anyway.
what do they call those? Flash.
Oh, yeah,
Flash
yeah.
mob. We'll have a flash mob in the lobby.
There you go.
Don't laugh.
We're
I know
ready
some people
for
who
it.
can do that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a leadership
You've got people.
Paducah or Rotaract project.
Right. Or I think some of your staff could probably put that together.
Don't give them ideas.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, but then we've got more that aren't part of the series.
Right. Well, if we've got a moment
We do.
to mention the Eckstein Family Series, this is a program we started last year with support of the Eckstein family and the Carson Meyer Foundation to put together performances that can appeal to a family. Mm-hmm. So young adults, grandparents can bring young ones, neighbors can bring young ones to the theater, have a meaningful experience with a young one, and have something to talk about for days and weeks afterwards. And Mary, we have the Eckstein Family Series coming up as well. And well, one of our dear friends, Peter Gross, and Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
We all grew up with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And Peter Gross, while as you've mentioned beforehand, that people may not remember Peter Gross' name, they will certainly remember his face and more particularly his voice.
His voice,
when
yes.
he gets here. And he'll be here with animals live on stage, and that will be September 16th. And this is the Eckstein Family Series presented by the Eckstein family here in Paducah with support from the Carson Meyer Charitable Foundation.
Oh, we are so fortunate.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And next up would be on September 29th, Out of the Mist, a Dragon. It's a wonderful, wonderful story. These puppets, the Bunraku puppets, are larger than life, telling this tale, and it's a wonderful, wonderful evening.
I'm picturing the bright red colors of the dragon
Absolutely.
coming across the stage.
Right.
It'll be
Yeah.
fabulous.
Yeah.
9-foot dragon.
Children
yes.
of all ages.
Oh yes,
will,
and
will
adults.
enjoy it.
And adults.
Absolutely. Yes, some of us children. And then historical piece, Civil War Voices, will be here on October 17th, telling the stories of the people who lived through the Civil War. And that will be Dallas Children's Theater. They do tremendous work.
That's great.
And be a wonderful, wonderful show.
That's just weeks after the Battle of Paducah,
Yes,
or the
indeed.
taking of Paducah
Indeed.
by Grant.
Right.
Was in September.
Yes.
That's what it is. Well, that'll be really good, and there'll be a nice turnout. Might have to get the reenactors to be a part of that.
Wow, maybe we could do that. That'd be nice. And then on October 21st and 22nd, Imagine Ocean. This will be a black light show. Takes place under the sea. There'll be sea creatures in a storyline that young ones in particular can follow the story with imaginative approach to the storytelling with this black light and these
That'll be fun.
larger than life
That'll be
puppets.
fun.
Right.
A lot of music going along with that.
Indeed.
Okay.
And speaking of music, on November 17th, we'll have Trout Fishing in America.
I'm not familiar.
They have fans all over the country. They've been touring for many years. Great guys. They just sing their songs and tell their stories, and young people know their songs and follow the songs as they're telling them. And it's a delightful experience.
Oh gosh, all right. And then Christmas Carol, can't beat that.
Right.
Everybody loves the Christmas Carol, Nebraska Theater.
Yeah, they have been here before,
Sure.
and we're continuing that holiday tradition. And then we have one coming up on March 23rd, 2 shows, Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yes, well,
Live.
everybody will love that. Well, that is a wonderful way to wrap up that series. Oh, these are 3 fabulous schedules.
Absolutely.
3 fabulous schedules.
And in case we didn't get the point,
Yes.
the Eckstein Family Series is available as a subscription as
Oh,
well.
yes, okay.
And adults can get subscriptions for their children and themselves. Adult tickets to performances are $18 and students are $10.
Oh, such good prices.
Right.
It's
and
very good.
again, with
Right.
subscription discounts.
Check it out. You can catch it on Paducah.travel. That's an easy one. thecarsoncenter.org and Paducah2.org. So thank you for joining us, working our way through this schedule. We'll see you downtown at the Carson Center. Thank you for being with us.